Right, Mugeli we-SABC Lihaye. Ngoku ke sizawuthi sidlane indlebe naye uSadike Ndivuo osebenza ke njenge-speech therapist and audiologist. Ukanti ke uthe wabe kanti ushicilela ivideo ethe yadala isankxwe ngencoko ebalulekileyo malunga nokuhlukunyezwa emsebenzini. Ide loo nto ke ikhokelele ekunxunguphaleni ngokwasengqondweni nasemoyeni. Kwivideo ke ibithe kumakhasi onxibelelwano uSadike uthetha ngokuhlukunyezwa emsebenzini wakhe nokuba le nto yamchaphazela njani kude kube kanti uphulukana nezisu ezintathu xa wabe kanti wayezithwele. Unathi ke namhlanje ukuncokola engako konke. Sadike masikubulise sikwamkele SABC Lihaye. Enkosi kakhulu ngokwenza idinga kunye nathi. All right namhlanje?
The right nani njani?
Siyaphila nathi enkosi. Ibali lakho lichukumisa ingcambu zenhliziyo kakhulu. Kodwa ke ngaphambi kokuba singene nzulu kule conversation ndiyafuna nje into kubana wabalene nathi into bangaba mhlawumbe kwenzeka ntoni kanye waqala njani into kubana uzive uhlukunyezwa emsebenzini.
Can I speak to Venda? Because I don't know Xhosa that much.
Of
I can only speak a bit of
course.
English.
Yes, this is SABC
Yeah.
Lihaye.
Okay, zwa itea zwo thoma 2020 musi ndi tshi khou shuma kha one of the institutions zwa government. Ndi khou shumela Gauteng Department of Health. Ndi tshi thoma u shuma ndi he nda zwipfa uri hafha fhethu wa lemela hu toxic mara ndo ḓo shuma a thi ngo ḓowela muṅwe muthu ndi khou ḓo shumela vhabebi vhunga vhabebi vhanga vha songo ya tshikoloni mara khotsi anga vho khwakhwaruja vha ngisa tshikoloni. Nda dzhena tshikolo nda vha a qualified speech therapist and audiologist. So ndi tshi thoma u shuma hafho ndi he a ri sina manager a vha khou rana department. Dziṅwe department vha na dzi chief therapist dzavho but rine ha u sina ra ri vhavhili fhedzi ende ri khou shuma kha regional hospital. So mushumo u tshi vho munzhi vhunga ndi dual qualified therapist ndi vha ndi khou vhona speech therapy patients, nda dovha nda vhona audiology patients, nda dovha nda vha ndi khou ita managerial duties. Zwe zwa vha zwi khou mbeya under a lot of pressure mara naho uri zwo ralo vha tshi wana uri vha sina thank, they were not grateful. They will say nasty comments even after I had my first miscarriage in 2021. I was not well treated to a point that ndodzhielwa na dzi leave. Ndo ya kha social worker u consult nda vhudza uri social worker cannot book me off, so zwi amba uri vha ḓo i dzhia sa annual leave because social worker cannot book me off. But that I went to consult, I never the social worker never booked me off, and here's the proof that I went to consult, but that leave was denied to a point that it was taken as annual. I continued working and I would keep quiet and just cry, but most of the time I'm a person who believes in God of Mount Zion. I will speak to the pastors in Chamana Wafunzi, even some people that went through the same challenges. And sorry, how did you guys overcome such things? But they will advise me, and that's how I used to cope. I would go to the gym. So I did everything any human being that would do to cope with a toxic working environment. But in 2023, I had my second miscarriage at 22 weeks. And this time I was admitted at Mediclinic. They did everything. They didn't find anything wrong with me. They didn't find anything wrong with the baby. And it can only say it was stress. I was under a lot of pressure and it was affecting all my pregnancies. To a point that in 2024, that's when I decided to say, now I'm no longer going to do any managerial duties. It means now I am going to put my foot down and I'm going to focus on what the government has hired me. So let's sit down and let's rediscuss my contract on what is it that I'm hired to do here. If I can tell you, I was very much heartbroken because I knew that me leaving all those duties, my patients are going to suffer.
Yeah.
Because no one was willing to do all those duties for free of charge. Mind you, I was not being paid. I was doing everything because I prayed for this job and I was sent to Subuking. So I told myself, it means I'm here for a purpose. And if God hasn't said yes, leave, it means I have to go through all these challenges and I have to do what I have to do. It means he knows what he's doing. The same night I was being followed, and I reported. I went to SAPS in Sebokeng,
Yeah.
SAPS, crying. I told them I do not feel safe in that institution. I was being followed, and they told me that I was not okay. You need to seek help. And I was like, who are you? Are you the psychologist to tell me that I don't need help? And if I'm a woman driving in the car in zone 7 at night and I'm telling you that I'm being followed, yes, I know you have procedure that you want registration for the car, but I was panicking and I did what I did to survive as a woman, and people are dying. So I was like, so you want me to die? That's when you'll investigate. And I didn't get help, and I admitted myself in the psychiatric hospital because the following day, that's when the very same manager, my supervisor, they brought a vase, and then I was told that that vase is needed back. A ComServe sent me a message. He didn't send me personally that SMS. Otto Rumela Mutu Urimini, I sent a message or mini. That vase that was given to me when I
Yeah.
was sick in hospital, they want it back. And
Yeah.
I was like, but why is it that I'm saying I don't want to do this? I'm not being paid. You are being paid for that job. But I was doing it out of the goodness of my heart. But you're bullying me, you're abusing me, you are turning my junior staff against me. And now it's like I'm power hungry. I'm not power hungry. I'm doing everything out of the goodness of my heart. And
Yeah.
to a point that I was admitted 4 times in the psychiatric hospital. The last one, I was in Kopanong Hospital. It was bad. Because in government, our institutions are bad. I won't lie. I work for the government, and it's bad. Even as an employee, wouldn't want to stay in such condition. But you're like, no, yes, I want to stay, but then also not doing us any justice because
Yeah.
these hospitals are not maintained. We write reports after report, and nothing is being done about that. So I wouldn't go to Sebokeng or go to any government hospital because no, I'm like, I'd rather go to Mediclinic where I know I will get all the help, you know. So, but it got to a point where the abuse didn't stop. Last year, it got worse. To a point that even HR, I reported, I went to head office, I went to Twitter, tagged the president, explaining my challenges, but I never got any help. To a point that I felt that sometimes I will take things into my own hands, to a point that I attacked the very same manager. But I'm not like that. I love peace, and I want everyone around me to have peace. One point I Rama Romo always preaches about peace and be a Musion in good standing everywhere where you
Yeah.
go. So even when I'm at work, I always think about what my spiritual father taught me. That yes, I'm going through challenges. I rather crawl to God of Mount Zion. Let me not beat people. But it got to a point where Wabana Litabaya Vasi, it got out of control to a point that I could have killed her. I could have done something. And I'm not proud of what happened. But I'm also human, and I can endure so much to a point that sometimes, even at work, you might feel that I've been crying, no one is helping me. Let me fight for myself. So, but I'm not proud because I admitted myself. I know I have bad anger, but I also know how to control it. So that's what happened. And then even last year, my salary was frozen, and I was told that I didn't report. Even though I gave them proof, here are the WhatsApp messages. When the psychiatrist didn't give me a sick note, I came to you guys to tell you about the challenges. I even asked, is there any type of a leave that I can apply so that it doesn't affect my salary? But when I went back to work, I was told that I didn't report and my salary was frozen. Unfortunately, I lost a lot. I'm at my father's house. Um, I lost a lot to a point that my dad passed away and I couldn't bury him because my police is lapsed. And as an eldest, I'm the only one who had a tertiary education. The others, they don't have tertiary education, and I do my level best. With the little salary that I get, I'm not just maintaining myself, I'm
Yeah.
also maintaining my family. So,
Yeah.
so that's just a summary of what
Yeah.
happened.
Yo, that's a very deep story. Wena Ndivuo. Kunjalo nje, more than anything, I really admire your strength. because omnye umuntu mhlawumbe, especially with the bullying in the workplace. I mean, you also mentioned into yokubana utatakho wasweleka wangakwazi nokumngcwaba, and you also lost, you know, pregnancies. And I can only imagine, especially if awufumani kwankxaso kule ndawo ekubonakala ngathi iyakuhlukumeza. I mean, andiqinisekile ukuphulukana nabantwana lonke lonto yayingalulanga konke wakhupha njani ne-stress sokuphulukana nabantwana?
When I ndichiwana miscarriage kana ndichikochinairwa ngavana, I went for counseling. Even now I'm still going for counseling because everything that is happening in that institution is it's weighing down on me. I'm still grieving for my father. Even after now, when I posted that video, I was told that I have to take the video down.
By the
and I was threatened
department?
that there will be legal, yes, there will be legal actions against me. I told them, bring everything that you've got. I have nothing to lose. If it means that I have to lose my job, it means God allowed it to happen. But I'm not going to allow you guys to bully me. This is where I put a stop. And if it means I have to beat you guys because you're not listening to me, I will do so, and I'll go to the psychiatric hospital because of that, because I cannot cry. Even Nehao, I went to Nehao, I even went to labor relations, and I was told that I should have reported 6 months, but I was like, that doesn't matter, I'm crying now. It means now it's too much to a point that it led me to a psychiatric hospital, and you guys are not doing anything. And you know, it's like that thing, people are friends in the workplace. Whether because you are my friend, you are doing something wrong, whether you're doing right things or doing wrong things, we'll overlook the wrong things that you're doing because I'm your friend. That's how it is. And we won't lie, corruption is there. It's everywhere. We are complaining about the government, about corruption happening, that even when you report, you might end up dying. If I can tell you that I was being followed even now, there were cars telling me I would go to Tabong, and you'll see someone, you can see that this person is a thug telling you. So, and then we're like, but even if I go to the police station, they will say, which proof do you have that that person was following
Yeah.
you? It's a public space. What if that person was having lunch? But guys, it's also, you can see it's also. It's also uyayibona nawe ukuthi lento itsotsi, and umuntu uyatype to show that ukuthi utshela omunye umuntu information about you. And as a woman, how do I feel safe? Even at home here, I do see cars, like suspicious cars following me, but I'm like, I can't even go to subs because they are useless.
And
That's how
Sadiki
I would put
ndiyafuna
it,
wethu
because
into yokubana
if I-
ndiyafuna
Yeah.
ukuqonda into yokubana, because you did mention into abangaba kuzo zonke ezi experiences, now you are home. Ungathi mhlawumbe, what is your current emotional state? Mentally, where are you? Spiritually, ndiyaqonda into yokubana uyatsho ubana uyakhuthazeka kakhulu enkonzweni yakho, but senditsho reflecting on everything that has happened ebomini bakho, ungathi istate sakho ngoku sinjani?
I won't lie, I'm under a lot of pressure. Now with Utata, Asolekile, everything is on me. I'm feeling the pressure. My dad had 12 kids, 13, one committed suicide in 2023. So you can imagine, I have 13 siblings that are looking up to me. One which is in matric, others are in college that started struggling with bursaries, and now it means everything is on me. I cry myself to sleep. But in the morning, and I don't want my mother to see me crying or being emotional, because it affects her. It affected Utata Watole accident, because they were being strong to say, we took our daughter to school, but she's suffering. She's losing kids. What has our daughter done? And it even makes me emotional because I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. Financially, I had to borrow money to come back home because things are tough with Utata, and we don't get paid much to say a government salary will take care of 12 siblings. Like, even as a parent, you cannot take care of people with just one salary. And I do what I do to make sure that I give them the support. Like, upa utata wangiyisa esikolweni, and I don't want my little sister, a college, to rely on men or to start selling herself because she needs money. I'm like, I'd rather be broke and I'd rather even send the car back. But as long as she doesn't feel the pressure, because my dad did that for me as well. But it's hard, I won't lie.
So uthi
Yeah, it's hard.
ikhona imali
Yeah.
ebaningena inyanga nenyanga just into abanomnikeza inkxaso?
No, utata ubazisebenza, he was a taxi owner. So business, sometimes things are not that well. Like January, everyone doesn't have money, and I do everything I can to assist them. Ayikho imali. Umama uthengisa esikolweni, and my dad's other wife, she's not working, she's unemployed. So we do what we can to survive. So we're just surviving. That's what I can say.
So uye wazama mhlawumbi into yokubana uzame unkqonkqozo okanye kube khona elo shishini olenzayo okanye nje ungatsho nje kuba kumnyama akho nto izamekayo kunzima nje?
For me now, I do have a private practice, but because bengekho right, bendayivala and izinto zibe zihlangahlangene nakhona ngale, so it's only now that I'm going to reopen it, so that at least even if it means I have to work 2 jobs to keep everything going well and paying accommodation for my 2 siblings that are now in college. Yeah, I'm just doing what I can. With my salary, I just said, as long as I pay rent, I have food, I'm okay. It's captain. I always carry lunch from home. And the rest of my salary, I'm sending it back home so that it's supported together with the taxes that are working. But, business, sometimes it's low, sometimes it's there. But now in January,
Good try.
so I'm doing, good dry everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Ndivu ukuthi you posted your video online yaba viral. Ingaba mhlambe lukhona uncedo owathi walifumana to anyone that may be reached out, and ndiyaqonda nangoku into yokubana usekwimeko enzima kakhulu as you describe it, into yobangaba kusenzima. Ingaba mhlambe uhlaba ikhwelo lithini kubemi boMzantsi Afrika, ngeyiphi indlela mhlambe bangathi bakuncedise ngayo okanye wena enzulwini yenhliziyo yakho yintoni mhlambe engakwenza uzive ngcono ukubona ukhanya into yokubana ubomi bungabuyela esiqhelweni?
The National Department of Health bangifonele and they asked what happened. I did explain. It was after they saw the video. Khona manje base-head office ukhona umuntu, but I must send all the communication that I sent to the hospital. And I think they are talking with the hospital management to see ukuthi bona benzani on their side. I'm not sure about how, because I had to leave and join a different union because they were useless to me. They never assisted me with anything. So, if you're not working for me, I cancel the service. But I cannot be spending my hard-earned money paying for izinto. At the moment, izinto, I took it up with my lawyers. Still to meet them, I was still not okay emotionally. And what I would like to say, I want to speak to the president because I know he's watching. Mr. President, abantu ndami nabo ngachivenda ngoba mvenda washo. Ndiyakholwa badayibona video. And riso rimasioni ri vazwa ri voya zithabeloni ri khou rabelisa shango la South Africa. A thi khou ri a vha khou ita tshithu uri shango lashu ḽi shume, mara ri khou konḓeliwa. Vho ri thola a no nga nṋe Limpopo bazari ndo apply nda vha ndo to fhedza ndi songo i wana. Zwo sina ndavha nda ya tshikoloni nga NSFAS, iṅwe tshelede ndo to badela nṋe muṋe. Mara arali vhone vha tshi khou vhona ri vhashumi ri so, a si nṋe ndi ndoṱhe, vhathu vhanzhi vho ḓa different provinces bo reporter a zwo ngo ya fhethu. Vhone sa president wa South Africa vha khou ita mini? Ngori rina ri khou tambula to a point ine ra fhedza ri khou ḓi vhulaya ngevhe na nṋe ndi sina mudzimu to a point na zwino I do feel suicidal, mara I pray against those spirits so that it doesn't overpower me. And I have a lot of people that are looking up to me, and hence I'm on medication. So mara vhone hi sa president wa South Africa, ANC, ani khou ri itela tshithu. Ndi ngazwo na nṋe ndi so a thi vote ngori ndi votela nnyi uri ndi khou votela vhathu vhane vha humbulela zwikwama zwavho. A ri nga zwifhi, corruption is everywhere. And ro neta ri khou shuma ri under pressure, ahuna zwiṱafu ri kale ri khou ita post ri fhane dzi post. We're being overworked as healthcare workers, and you as the government, you are not doing anything. So I'm crying now, and I know God is listening. We want posts, we want funds. Even Limpopo Health, it's disaster everywhere, the rural areas. And I'm there in Sebokeng to say, I'm working for my family. But I would have loved to stay here in Elim, to be closer to mom, because mom is not well. She has high blood pressure. She just lost dad. And I'm scared to lose another parent, And even if my mom is sick, it takes me 6 to 7 hours to get home. That's what happened. By the time I got home, my dad was already late. But if I was to work here in Limpopo, I would have made sure that my dad received the best care. And I don't mind with my parents going to public health, but we won't lie, guys. The employees there is disaster. What I want, the people that are not working, people are taking advantage to say what is government. I won't get fired. That's what they say. You can never fire me. So I want those people fired, Mr. President. Do your investigation, investigate. Those people must be fired. We have a lot of passionate people like myself that are just sitting at home, and we have old people that are abusing us, that are bullying us, that are there to make sure that we suffer, we're depressed, and they target us, the strong people, to crush us so that we don't give this best service to our grannies, to our mothers, because you hired us to say what you want to improve health. Now we are implementing the NHI, but how can you implement the NHI while, like, if we check with our public hospitals, I don't want to lie, it's bad. Yes, and now I mean myself, angeke ngilale Sebokeng or Ekopano because it's bad. It's bad. I won't lie. I'd rather go to medical clinic where I will receive the best care, or Netcare or any private institution. So, Mr. President, sit with the Minister of Health, do your job, because God appointed you to be president to take care of the poor people. We are poor, and even the people in my community or any community around South Africa, these are poor people that are relying on government. But you guys are failing us. I won't lie, and I won't even sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat anything, Mr. President. ANC is failing us, and I won't even defend any political party. Because even if they be given power, they will do the same thing that the ANC is doing. So everyone must do their job. Mr. President, do your job. Minister of Health, do your job. MEC in Gauteng, I want you to come to me. Come to Sebokeng, because they always say Sebokeng, Mara. It's like people are there to shine. I'm doing this, but people are not doing their jobs. So people must do their jobs. These poor people are crying. Like Limpopo, for example, if I go to Elim, I won't even start. People have been waiting for hearing aids for years. For years. And then what are you guys doing about that? Why is Limpopo not getting enough budget like Gauteng, like Western Cape? Mara, people are suffering. So please, what I can say. It frustrates me. It makes me angry, honestly.
Ndiyayiva sisi yami inhlungu yakho futhi ke siyabulela nathi siyi-SABC Lihai into yokubana uthathe ixesha lakho ukwazi ukwabelana nenhlungu yakho kuba kaloku into yenzile namhlanje sisibiwo kuba uye waziqhala elizweni lonke uxela ngenhlungu yakho but ndiyabulela amazwi wakho kuba uyabonakala into yokubana you are self motivated uyatsho nayo into yokubana kwezi nhlungu odlule kuzo ngeba kanti uye wazibulala kodwa ngenxa into yobana kusekhona abantu abajonge kuwe awukwazanga into yokubana uzibulale siyazidla nge-strength sakho anga uThixo namawena angakukhanyisela kube kuhle endleleni yakho neminqweno yakho ifezeke. Enkosi kakhulu, siyabulela ke sisi. Right, mbukeli we-SABC Lihai, le yi-SABC Lihai siyaqinisekisa mbukeli into yokubana siyakupha apho ekhaya iqonga lokuba nawe uzityande igila. Imbi kakhulu into yokuhlukunyezwa emsebenzini kuba kuyabonakala into yokubana iba sisigrogriso kakhulu kuxinzelelo lwengqondo njengoko sivile ibali lika yena uNdiviwo. Siyathemba ke mbukeli into yokubana uzawuthi aphile akwazi into yokubana izinto zibuyele esiqhelweni. Kanti ngokumbukeli sihlabela mgama novimba wethu.